Find in the world this mirage that I see, and from the world, oh please bring her to me, and I'll make her mine. Safe from all prying and vicious eyes, safe from all venomous words and malicious lies. Sleep, gentle creature, my love and my protege. As for myself, I will worship you night and day. All my existence will end if you go away. Life without your music would be not worth living. I'd be useless as a bell that cannot ring. Left here all alone, I'd be a sad, abandoned king, without a land to live for. Life without your sweetness, bleak, dead, incomplete, a season silent as a bird that doesn't sing. Endless frozen time that only you can turn to spring. Without your spell, like a musical chord running deep in my mind, like the swell of a classical symphony, I am undone, out of step, out of tune. I'm a man who's gone blind, broken inside, poorly designed. And so What are you doing here?
What do you think?
No one comes down here that I do not invite.
They will not let you get away with this.
They have no choice. Now get out. There are things to do.
I want you to send her back.
No. How can you suggest such a thing? The world up there is not fit for her. Up there is where hell is. I will not send an angel into hell.
Eric!
No! She was betrayed tonight. I'd sooner die than let her be betrayed again.
How was she betrayed?
You think that she sang like that from nerves? That Carlotta woman poisoned her.
Oh, my God.
And you are responsible. His company was placed in your trust. And you have given it to people who care nothing for beauty.
You know I had no choice.
Of course you did. You could have burned the place down. Better in ashes and memory than this. Send her back.
Yes.
Never! I may be hideous, but I am not hideous enough for that.
And they will come down here with dogs and guns and bring her back themselves. Eric, I can't protect you anymore.
It is they who will need protecting here, not I.
What do you mean?
I mean that one pull on a certain lever and the opera season will be gone forever. I have lived my entire life in a tomb! Why should I fear one now?
But she'll die too.
Yes, and to a better place she'll quickly go.
You're sure of that?
I am indeed. Do you suppose that I could have lived this long like a dog if I were not certain of that? Listen to me! For as long as I can remember, I have dreamed of her. People are born for many things, Gerard. I was born to live down here, although until just now, I have never understood quite why. I was born so that she could come and save me. Well, that is what she has done. She is the reason that I was born. I don't want you ever to come down here again. From now on, she will be all that I need. But I thank you for all that you have done for me in the past. Where in the world, in this miserable world, is a respite for me? From an age that they keep ever tawdry and cheap, will I ever break free, free from the world of earth? How they all gladly destroy her beauty, heartlessly how they abuse her charm. Oh, they must think they are safe from vengeance. One as weak as she could do no harm. There in the world I will go in the world, and I'll seek out the one who would stamp on a flower with unspeakable power, and before I am done this day, those in the world who would kill what is fine, them I will seek, and by all that's divine I will make them pay.
Maestro?
No. But he'll be back soon, so you must get out at once.
Who are you?
A friend. Gerard Carrier. We met at the bistro.
Oh, yes. You said my voice reminded you of a certain singer.
That's right. Unfortunately, it's reminded someone else of her as well, which is why you're in great danger. Come, I know the way.
No, wait, please. Where am I?
In the catacombs underneath the opera house.
Oh, that's This is a dream.
Mademoiselle, believe me, for your life depends on it. You are not dreaming. Eric brought you down.
Eric.
Your maestro. Most people know him as the Phantom of the Opera.
I don't believe this.
You had better, unless you wish to stay down here with him forever, because I believe that's what he's planning.
What?
He's in love with you, I'm sure of it. He has to be. And he has always been. That woman whose voice I said yours reminded me of, she was his mother. That's her portrait.
What is this place?
This is where Eric lives.
Oh, my God. Why?
Why does he wear a mask?
He won't say. Only that I'll never see him with it off.
For which you should be grateful. If you saw, you'd know why he's lived down here. Eric doesn't understand your world. You must get out at once.
No. No. I don't care what his face looks like. I've seen his eyes. I've heard his voice. There is kindness inside of him.
Of course. And there has always been. But his face is like death. And to know him, you must also know his face. You must get out while you still can. Eric cannot be helped by anyone.
How do you know all of this?
Because I am his father. His mother was already in the company when I arrived. But as a dancer, not a singer. No one knew yet that she sang. It was a time of great singing. The opera house had just been completed. I was 18 and had come as an apprentice to the manager. Belladova was the most perfectly exquisite woman I'd ever seen. We lived only for the moment, and our passion swept us away. Why me? She could have had anyone. Why was it me? I asked her once. We were by a stream, I think. A warm autumn day. Why on earth do you love me? And then something happened. So astonishing it made me wonder more about the wonder of her than her unlikely love for me. She sang. never had a voice like that voice ever been on a stage. Oh, it was more than a voice. It belonged to the world. It belonged to the age. It was a voice of absolute transparency and warmth. I had no idea she could sing at all. No one knew. At my urging, she auditioned for the company. She was hired and quickly became the toast of Paris. And then she said she was bearing my child and wanted to get married. Oh, God, how I wished I could. But there was something I had not told her. I was already married, and she was not prepared for that. She prayed to the Virgin Mary for strength. Answer her cry, or anyway, did not seem to. Soon after that, she disappeared. I searched everywhere for her, but in vain. Some months later, I saw her buying herbs from a gypsy woman in Notre Dame. I hardly recognized her. She had been living. It was down here. His face was like nothing I'd ever seen. As beautiful as she had been, that's how monstrous Eric was. I think the hardest part for me was realizing she truly saw nothing ugly in this child at all. To her, he was beauty itself. And to him, so was she. One night, she died. As best I could, I raised her myself. When he was 8, he noticed his reflection in the lagoon. He thought he'd seen a sea monster. I fashioned him a mask, which made things somewhat easier. At least for me. Those cries echoed up to the shafts and the cracks. I was not the only one who could hear. And thus, the legend of the opera ghost was born.
Did he know you were his father?
No. Still doesn't. He thinks I'm some kind of uncle.
Why?
Cowardice. I've always known that someday, one way or the other, I'd have to abandon him, and I couldn't bear him knowing his father had left without taking him along. Eric has been more than a son to me, my friend and my guide. For the past 20 years, the truth is, he has been the director of this opera house, not I. Every decision from repertoire to the smallest prop was his. Mine was a small talent, but such as it was keeping him alive. And now I must leave. And he cannot. But you can, and you must.
No.
If you wait, he will not let you go at all.
No, I don't believe that. No, especially after everything you've just said. You want me to leave without so much as a word? No. He deserves better than that from me, I think. I will go when I am ready to go. After I have talked with him.
You're making a terrible mistake.
I am not afraid. I know his heart.
Unfortunately, there's more to him than that. Get out as soon as you can.
I tell you, she never returned to the dressing room. Oh, for God's sake, Ledoux, it is obvious. That masked fiend has taken her.
Well, it is not obvious to me.
Fine. Then I will go down after her myself.
Monsieur, if you do, I assure you, you will not come back alive.
We must keep all this as quiet as possible.
I agree.
Not good for business.
I understand. Monsieur.
Carlotta! Carlotta!
Who is it?
Ah, La Carlotta.
Who are you?
An admirer.
Are those for me?
They are, indeed. You know, I have to say that I have never heard a voice quite like yours.
Why, thank you.
Not even in a barnyard,
What?
where, of course, I have never been. I can, however, imagine. I present you with a choice. Stay here and die, in which case these flowers are for your grave. A death bouquet. Or leave my opera house, and I will let you live. In which case these flowers are a bouquet of forgiveness.
Your opera house!
Yes, my opera house. Indeed, my opera house. And my world.
Close. But alas, you have it wrong. You are the one who is trespassing here. So you get out. You. Get out! And you can take these flowers with you and use them for your grave. Huh? I have not lived my whole life dreaming of this just to give it all away.
And you leave me no choice.
No. You leave me no choice. Help!
What you did to Christine, I found almost as shocking as you will find this. Did you sleep well?
Yes.
It's a nice room, I think. Good, cozy bed. Pleasant water view?
Yes.
Well, what shall we do today? I have an idea. How about a picnic?
Picnic?
Through the woods, by the water's edge. And as we stroll, I could show you where I live. My domain. Shall we go? Do you like these woods of mine? This ancient glade of elms and oak, this wondrous haunt.
Yes. Very much.
One can get quite lost in these woods if one does not know the path, or have a guide who does. Once there were only endless, dreary vaults in this land. Gloomy, barren corridors. A wilderness of stone, with no light at all, and no love, no loving kindness. Shh, shh. Sparrows, the morning birds, a dove perhaps, we'll see. Pheasants too are here, and deer, and geese, squirrels and rabbits, all playing together most harmoniously, like this magic music. You are magic too, I think.
No.
Oh, you are. I know. Magic cannot hide from me. Magic is my friend. You belong here. Come. We'll set our picnic here. It is, of all the places in my realm, the most enchanted spot, I think. Do you like wine?
Yes.
Do you like poetry?
Yes.
I was sure that you did. My favorite poet, William Blake. Do you know his work?
No.
Oh, you have such pleasure ahead, such bliss. That man knows my heart. And he has seen God. Know that book, and you know me.
My mother bore me in the southern wild. I live in darkness, but my soul is light. Light as the forehead of an English child. But
I am darkness, and bereaved of light. We can read more later. Would you sing for me?
if you wish.
Oh, I do very much. I'm sorry, is there something wrong?
If I sing for you, will you grant me a favor?
No,
Why?
because one must sing for love and for joy, not for gain. And besides, I'll grant you a favor regardless of what you do. Tell me, what do you wish?
Let me see your face.
You have asked, I'm afraid, the one thing in my power that I cannot grant. Please don't ask it again.
I've seen your eyes, and I know your heart. Why not let me know your face as well?
Because I have no face. I have only the semblance of a face. No one should ever have to look at it.
I could
Stop
look at
it.
it. I could.
I ask you, please, to stop.
Only if you say that you don't love me will I stop.
I think that perhaps we should go back now. I feel a chill descending. Autumn is approaching. I think that perhaps it will rain today.
Maestro,
You
please.
don't know what you ask.
But I do, please. You have given me so much. At least let me give you this.
Listen to me, Christine Daae. This gentle morning stroll with you is the closest that I have ever been to bliss. I am satisfied with this.
There's more.
I'm sure. But, not for me.
I ask nothing that has not already been done. Your mother saw your face and smiled. If love could let her gaze at you and smile, why can't it do the same for me? My true love, lost in a shadow flame, I will find a way through fear and doubt. I will find you out in the secret places you hide about. and I'll see your brow, and I'll know your face like your music. Can you hear me now? Can we make a vow ever to be faithful? I will show you how. My true love, open and turn to me what no one can see, your deepest dreams of your darkest nights, and your eyes like lights ever burning. I will hear your voice, and I'll see your brow. Let me know your face. Let me know it now. My true love, lost in a shadow play, I will find a way through fear and doubt. I will find you out. Let me know your face. Let me know it
My mother bore me in the southern wild. I live in darkness, but my soul is light. Light as the forehead of an English child. But I am darkness and bereaved of light. My mother taught me underneath a tree, and sitting down before the heat of day, she took me on her lap and kissed me, and pointing to the east, began to say, look upon the rising sun, there God does live, and gives his light and gives his heat away. And all the trees and flowers and beasts and men receive their comfort from the morning through the bright noonday. And we are put on earth a little space, that we may learn to bear the beams of love. And these poor bodies and this ravaged space are but a cloud, and like a shade clouds will vanish, we will hear his voice saying, come out from the grove, my love and care, and round my golden tents like lambs rejoice. Thus did my mother say, and kissed me, and thus I say to little English boy, when we are both from light and dark clouds free, and round the tent of God we both rejoice. I will shade him from the heat till he can bear to lean in joy upon our Father's knee. And then I'll stand and stroke his silver hair and be like him, and he will know me. Voices in my night will cry, Christine, and every drop of rain that falls will be Christine. You were the only one, my only chance at happiness, my golden leaf of autumn, my Christine. Look within this heart and see, Christine, the very constant soul and music of Christine. Behind this mortal mask, this terror of a face conceals the gesture and the grace of you, Christine. No one else must ever have Christine.